Hello everybody and welcome to the 5th and penultimate round of the Vtracc challenge here at MLO today. I'm going to be your broadcaster today, Ruby Acosta aka Michael Hart, another VTuber. Pretty fitting to have a VTuber commentate a VTuber series, isn't it? So, with only this round and next left to go, we have a pretty interesting championship battle on our hands. So before we get to the qualifying session, let's check out the standings so far. First, with the AND class. DJ Overdrive is at the head of the field with 133 points, but Zen the VTuber has been putting on a great show of skill recently. They are second, and Metric Zanes is close behind with 109 points. He's in third, then Safari Okami, Maya Neko, and Ryuma Tateyama. Then for the silver class, we have Ryoma Kirihara, who has been pretty dominant in the silver class, then Ekim Aliboran Chemsoy in the second spot. Fortunately, he is not here today. V Pillow is in third. Then it's Amethyst the VTuber Eric Bregas, who is now with Mirai United VTuber Racing Team, Drew French, Sebastian Rossi, a new entrant, Isaac Umbra, and Shui Han, who is also another new entrant. Then, for the pros, Ricer Ambra has just overtaken Lucas Licton, albeit by only 1 point. So it's going to be a 1 point gap that Lucas Licton will have to fight for. However, Ricer Ambra has been on a tear lately. So it looks like Lucas Licton will have to push for all that time in this upcoming 2 rounds. Then it's Psycho Kaiza, Akito Suzugawa, Reska Kyoso, Kagura Mashiro, Moritsika, and Polu Kai. For the teams, Techno Burst have taken the top spot with 219 points. Then Mirai United VTuber Racing Team, with 179. Then Team Iris and Grip Razu round out the field. So, as we get set for qualifying, we'll take a look at our... Oh, never mind. Looks like we're already on qualifying. So you see a couple of cars already pulling out to get their laps in. Even though it's a longer circuit, still very tight. You see Ryoma Tateyama coming out of the pit stall now. Just filing out one by one. The good driver to keep our eyes on today is Icer Ambra. Will they be able to pull away with that gap at the head of the field? We have a disconnect. I'm not sure who it was, but we will find out. I believe it was actually Jordan Brunch. So we'll see if Jordan Brunch is able to return for the qualifying session. About 19 minutes left in the qualifying session, so still a lot of time to get that sorted, whatever problem it was. But let's see, Icer Ambra exiting Aqua Minerale. Right behind them is the yellow Ferrari of Reska Kyoso. So now the track state is an optimum, and the track temperatures are 19 degrees Celsius air and 22 degrees Celsius track. So pretty good condition to set on a flyer here. 6:01 p.m. Here we go, Icer Ambra about to cross the line for their first lap. This won't be the fastest lap to put down for today, I am willing to bet. But it's good to have a banker, nonetheless, just in case something happens. You see, I believe that is DJ Overdrive exiting the pits. Thankfully for Icer Ambra behind them. To Tamburello. Now this uphill hairpin. Very hard to get traction here. You need to be very careful on the throttle. Late apex. Good job by Icer Ambra. Nails it. Tracks out wide, getting all the momentum they can. Aqua Minerale is such a difficult turn here. Looks like Icer Amber nails it though. Icer Amber, probably the best driver in the field at the moment. Entered the season pretty, not late, but entered around 2 in Indianapolis and didn't have a great start. Went off track twice at Indianapolis. However, they managed to come back in a big way, winning nearly every round. And they are looking to continue their winning streak. Now to the final turns here. We'll see what this lap is. Once again, as I said before, this won't be the fastest lap they'll turn today. But it'll be a good indicator, as that's a 141.020, so already a very quick lap. We'll take a look at Reska Kyosu, who's about to cross the line himself, 143.280. However, that was invalid. Another driver to keep an eye out for, who has used his car change, Lucas Lichten, in the 720S instead of the NSX for Team Iris in the #1 car. Hopefully today he'll be making a charge to defend that #1 number plate. Lucas Lichten with a 142. Still pretty early in qualifying session. We'll take a look at Icer Ambra going out of Aqua Minerale. Did that as Psycho Kaisa, and then number 42 Techno Burst Racing Aston Martin ahead of Icer Ambra. Just cutting the curbs a lot. You need to make sure not to cut them too much though, or you get the car really upset. Either that or you get an invalid lap. Final 2 turns here. We'll see what this lap is about. They cross the 2 kinks here. Crossing the line, that's going to be a 140.910, so an improvement. And up ahead of Lucas Lichten by a second and 7/10. So pretty big difference already. We'll see what Lucas Lichten has to offer here. Reska Kyosu, I believe, improved his lap now, so it is a 143.312. Lucas Lichten, it's not looking like he's going to be improving his time, unfortunately, on this lap. Ryoma Kirihara there. Excuse me. And the 128 car, the leader in the silver class, as Poopy Pillow goes second overall with a 142 flat, really good lap. Behind them is Sebastiano Rossi. As everybody goes into the pits, probably their qualifying run done, the first of maybe like a handful. Now, let's see what Lucas Lichten has to show for. Now, on another lap. The last lap was invalid. It would have not been an improvement anyways. 143.637. Going over the curb. Wow, just absolutely monster trucks that curb. Pretty easy to get. Oh, Kaguramashu with a great lap too. Did not see that, but apparently Kaguramashu got a 141.482, so that's the best result Kaguramashu has had so far. Still a lot left to go in the qualifying session, however, but a great display of pace as Reska Kyosu jumps ahead of Lucas Lichten at the moment with a 142.607, so Reska Kyosu getting faster and faster with every lap. Jordan Bunch is back in the session. The drivers yet to set a time are Shuihan, Ryoma Kirihara, Zen, Psycho Kaisa, Jordan Branch, and Ryoma Tateyama. Jordan Branch just entering this session now, so probably explains why he has not set a lap time yet. Sebastiano Rossi with a 142.182, so great pace from the silver drivers today. Lucas Lichten is up half a second. That's going to be 142.0, so ahead of Sebastiano Rossi, but not quite enough to pass Poofy Pillow, as Ryoma Kirihara posts a 141.410, so a great lap from Ryoma Kirihara. Take a look at Reska Kyoso, who is on a flyer at the moment, his best lap of the session so far. Needs to nail the chicane if he wants any more speed out of this lap. Alright, so Airbus still at the top of the leaderboard at 140.910. Reska Kyoso looks to have gained some time there. Half a second up from his best. Not going to be enough to surpass some of these silver drivers, though. I believe Poofy Pillow would still be ahead. Psycho Kaisa posts the 4th best lap overall. Now crossing the line, we'll see what Riska. That's going to be a 142 flat, so not enough to surpass Poofy Pillow. And he's going to abort this run and try again. Let's take a look at Ryoma Kirihara, actually, who's up about 2.5 tenths. Ryoma Kirihara lagging a little bit there on our end. Oh, actually, it makes a huge mistake there. It was even on an improved lap, but unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be. Actually, let's take a look at Zen, the VTuber. Zen Q, who's been doing amazing in the AM class so far ever since they've entered in the number 47 Aston Martin Vantage. But coming across these final 2 corners before you get to the right-hand kinks at the straight. Going into the dirt there, so probably not going to help their lap time. Descend again. You know, that Aston Martin all camouflage, pretty hard to see it. But if you just squint your eyes just a bit, you can make it out. It's going to be improvement, but it's not going to improve any position here as they, oh my goodness, so many cars coming out the pits here. Going to be a headache for a lot of people here. They opt to go off track and try for another handful of runs. Psycho Kaisa just crossed the line, no improvement there. So his run will start. Wow, a gaggle of cars exiting the pit lane. That's going to be bad for Psycho Kaisa, who just started on this lap. He's going to abort this run and try again. Shui Han, a driver we have not covered yet. Number 996 in the silver class. Shui Han in 9th overall. I believe that is 4th in silver. Yes, that is. And Edit Gregus for Yukai Racing, actually not for Yukai Racing anyway, is actually scoring points for Mirai United, but still running the Yukai Racing livery. Jordan Brunch in the fan favorite Lexus. And a classic livery too. That is a livery that I remember fondly, especially this track where Jordan was the Scottish Minister of Defence when I tried to pass him in a Vtracc season a few seasons ago when sim racers and VTubers were allowed on the grid. Definitely fan favorite for everybody as he disconnects again, unfortunately. Like ACC cannot handle the power of the Lexus. Shui Han about to cross the line. We'll see what Shui Han has to put up here for the time. It's not going to be much of an improvement. They are still about a second, maybe just under a second off of Sebastiano Rossi, the 3rd place silver class driver. Let's take a look at Sebastiano Rossi, another driver who is new to the series. Not new to the series, but new to the season, I should say, in the Yukai Racing Italian color Lamborghini. Beautiful looking car, as there is Jordan Brunch again. Jordan Brunch might be having connection issues, or maybe it is on our end. We are not sure yet. In either case. Look back at Reska Kyoso, who is on a flyer here. Over the chicane. Ooh, lost a lot of time there. At the moment, nobody else improving on their lap except for Eric Gregus. Eric Gregus actually managed to jump to Shui Han for 9th overall, 4th in silver. So Shui Han, the last of the silver drivers, I believe. You know, that would be Jordan Brunch, who has not set a lap time as of yet. The rest of Kyoso not improving on his lap time. Hopefully next time around he'll be able to have a clean lap. Taking another look at Jordan Brunch in the beautiful Lexus. Just behind, you can see Reska Kyoso. We're still having troubles trying to connect to him, unfortunately. Maya Neko in the 488, refusing to go to the newer 296. We seem to be having some connection issues at the moment, actually. Check out what that's about in a few moments. Looks like we just about solved it. Meister Ampa still at the head of the field with a 140, a great lap. The only drivers in the 40 so far. Yeah, I think it would be, actually. Either way, you see Icer Ambra at the top of the leaderboard, doing a great job staying there. Jordan Bench is now 11th overall. We are suffering a bit of internet issues on our side, so I do apologize for the little bit of choppiness from our end. As much I can really do about it, but at the moment, just to go down the qualifying order under the last 5 minutes, it is Icer Ambra, Kagura Mashiro, Ryoma Kirihara, Psycho Kaiza, Lucas Lichten, Poofy Pillow, Reska Kyoso, Sebastian Rossi, Eric Gregus, Shui Han, Jordan Bunch, Zen VTuber, DJ Overdrive, iMetric Zanes, Ryoma Tatsuyama, and Maya Neko. And it looks like Icer Ambas wants to improve even further with a 140.615, and they are not satisfied yet. We'll see what it is when they cross the line here. It's about 3.5 tenths up from their best, so that's probably going to be a 140.3. Even more, maybe. 140.2? Yes, it is. 140.282. A great lap, so a second clear of Kagura Mashiro. Sebastiano Rossi, another driver, improving on their lap so far. Everybody else in the pits thinking they do not have enough time to set another flyer here. We'll see what Seiko Kaiza does here. Sebastiano Rossi improving a lot, actually losing a bit of time after entering that corner. And now Sebastiano Rossi with a 141.752, so that's enough to get him in 6th position. And second overall in second in silver, I believe. Sorry about that. Ryoma Kirihara on another flyer. Probably the last flying lap that they'll be able to make. Seiko Kaiza on a flyer as well. We'll take a look at him. The psychopath of the grid. We'll see if Seiko Kaiza can make any inroads to diminish the gap to Icer Arambra, though Icer Arambra looks pretty untouchable at the front with a great lap of 140.282. Now at the clock ticking down to 0, this will be the final lap for our VTubers. That's going to be second overall, 141.307, a great effort from Psychopath. Let's see what his teammate Ryoma Kirihara can do. Kirihara crossing the line. That's going to be second overall. It's going to be a 141.147, but they get in the back into DJ Overdrive. So that was a bit of an awkward finish. But Ryoma Kirihara is on the front row, at least for the moment. I don't know if anybody else is improving. Doesn't look like it. So looks like your front row is going to be Ryoma Kirihara and Icer Arambra. So as we get set for the race here today, Icer Arambra, of course, is going to be your pole sitter. So without further ado, let's go through the rest of the grid. So Icer Arambra, of course, will be your pole sitter for today's race. And then in the second position overall, it will be Ryoma Kirihara. Seiko Kaiza lines up third. Right beside him will be Kagura Mashiro, Lucas Lichten, then Sebastiano Rossi in 6th overall. Reska Kyoso, then it'll be Poofy Pillow. Jordan Brunch and Eric Gregus will round out the top 10. Then it'll be Shui Han making their debut, and Zen. Then it's going to be Maya Neko and DJ Overdrive. Imenchik Zanes and Ryuma Tateyama will round off the grid for the 5th round of the Vtracc Challenge. So waiting for the drivers to get off the grid here. There's their grid positions. Turn 1 here, always such a spectacle. Ground conditions couldn't be any better. 19 ambient, 21 track. So perfect conditions for these race cars. perfect conditions for the Pirelli tires as well. Probably the biggest, I believe, the biggest story of today will be focusing on Lucas Lichten. We'll see if Lucas Lichten will be able to defend his championship title from last season. Only 1 point behind Iser Amber, but Iser Amber looking pretty comfortable at the front. We'll see if there's any drama that will occur at Turn 1, however. We've seen it happen before in Tracc.GP and previous Vtracc challenge seasons. But every driver gets 2 chances to get it right. Race 1, 25 minutes. Race 2, 25 minutes as well. Same qualifying order as qualifying, so no reverse grid. So essentially, like I said, a second chance for these drivers if they make a mistake. Everybody trying to get their tires warm, dragging the brakes, weaving, anything they can do to get any advantage on the start. Going through Aqua Minerale for the last time in pace speed. So now they'll soon go in double file for the start here of the 5th round of the Vtracc Challenge. The penultimate round. The next final round will be at Suzuka. Hopefully, we will see some great battles here, and we have a great battle at that build up for a great battle at Suzuka. So just to remind you of your pole sitters for each class: Iser Ambra, then it's Sebastiano Rossi for the silver class, and then Zen.Q for the AM class. Everybody just really, really excited to get this race going. Double file, everybody will have to just file in very neatly in order to not to get a grid penalty. So here we go. Waiting for the lights to go green here. Iser Ampa will dictate the start here. Everybody dragging their brakes, making sure everything is in order. Hold on tight, because this is going to be an insanely intense race as we get ready for Imola. Look at my shadow, maybe a better line. Green flag is out. Iser Ambra will lead the way. Right behind, however, it is Ryoma Kirihara and Saiko Kaiza and Kagura Mashiro and Sebastiano Rossi. Sebastiano Rossi got forced out to the grass. 3 wide. Oh, already drama here. Looks like Lucas Lichten got caught and... Oh, wow. Reska Kyosa got turned around. Just as a product of that 3 wide situation. Jordan Bunch was involved as well. And more carnage here. DJ Overdrive, and I believe that was Ryoma Kirihara. Sorry, Ryoma Tateyama. So Sebastiano Rossi already dropped down a few spots from starting on second in silver. Eric Gregus might be around, actually. Yes, he is. Already a huge kerfuffle here. Still in this exiting the first sector. So now it's a battle between Zen.Q and Ryuma Tateyama for the AM lead. But at the head of the field, it is still Iser Ambra who gets away the cleanest. Right behind them is Saiko Kaiza, and that is Ryoma Kirihara. Ryoma Kirihara, excuse me. We'll take a look at the battle for second AM. You see Reska Kyosa trying to make his way up the field. Oh, Zen.Q is off. And Mayoneko's off. Huge drama here in the AM class. iMetric Zanes will take the lead at AM at the moment. However, ZenQ is already looking to gain back that position. At the start of the first lap, it is Icer Amber, Psycho Kaiser, Ryoma Kirihara, Lucas Lichten, Shui Han, Poofy Pillow, Kakaramashiro, ZenQ. Actually, no, it is not. It is iMetric Zanes ahead of ZenQ, excuse me, but they are side by side now. Bariska Kyoso, but a terrible start right behind them as they go too wide. ZenQ looking to pass in Tamburello, but it's not going to do anything for them as they get on the curve and bounce off of it, upsetting the car maybe a little bit. Riska Kyoso looking for a way past these AM class drivers, but they are battling, so they are not going to let them pass easily. Zane's able to clear ZenQ there at that corner. And Riska Kyoso is right on the back of ZenQ. Makes the move to the inside, diving in a desperate attempt to gain some time back. iMetric Zanes gets on the grass a little bit there, but no harm, no foul. Riska Kyoso still side by side with ZenQ. They make a little bit of contact. Doesn't actually, no, they do not. It's just a very light tap. And Riska Kyoso is able to get past the M class leader as he goes off. And that will just gift a lead to ZenQ. ZenQ back in the lead to the M class. That unfolded as quickly as it happened. Meanwhile, Poofy Pillow and I believe that is Shui Han battling for second in the silver class. With Kakura Mashiro right behind. Already got just a lot to keep track of here. Ryuma Tateyama on the back of iMetric Zanes after iMetric Zanes made that big mistake going wide. Ryuma Tateyama does cut that corner a bit too tightly, so that's going to lose him a bit of time. Shui Han, and I believe, yes, Poofy Pillow battling still for the second position in silver. Shui Han going into the curbs, letting Kagura Mashiro by. Kagura Mashiro not in their class, but will take the position happily either way. Meanwhile, Sebastiano Rossi. Actually, Riska Kyoso has gotten past Sebastiano Rossi, so Riska Kyoso already back on the prowl. See the ZenQ there in the back, then it's iMetric Zanes and Ryuma Tateyama, then Maya Neko. DJ Overdrive all the way in the back there after that spin. Take a look at him. Way back in the field, unfortunately, for our lead the points leader at the moment. So a really unfortunate start after such a great season so far. Meanwhile, in second place, Psycho Kaisa already losing some time to the leader. There you see them. It's Icer Amber, but right behind him is his teammate Ryoma Kirihara, and not too far behind is Lucas Lichten, looking to make up any points. Once again, only 1 point away from Icer Amber's lead. Looks like Ryoma Kirihara actually made up a lot of time in that corner. See there, Lucas Lichten once again in the far side of your picture. Icer Amber, the fastest car on track by, actually no, by 8/10. Ryoma Kirihara is the next fastest, 141.847. A great pace from the silver class driver as he closes in on his teammate Psycho Kaisa. So this is going to be a battle for second position. Meanwhile, Icer Amber needs to get past Jordan Brunch, who is somewhere. I believe that the United States, oh there he is. The United States server side of ACC is not having a great time here. Looks like Jordan Brunch will let them by easily. We'll check back on Ryoma Kirihara and Psycho Kaisa. Meanwhile, Sebastiano Rossi and Riska Kyoso still battle for that overall position. In the front, you see Eric Gregus, who is 5 seconds away from the next silver driver, Shui Han. So a lot of chaos has caused a lot of the gaps here at Imola. Just an insane Sector 1 at the start of the race. Sebastiano Rossi, gets onto the curb and just bounces right off it. Thankfully, he's able to keep it straight and keep on going. That could have been a lot more disastrous than it was. Meanwhile, Kagura and Poofy Pillow are going to battle for 5th overall. Poofy Pillow just sitting comfortably in 2nd position. Could just let Kagura pass, but Shui Han is right back there in the 3rd position for silver. So all about just decision making for the number 38 driver. Riska Kyoso, meanwhile, on the back of Eric Gregus. We'll see when Gregus either will let Riska by, yes he will, but it looks like it. Very friendly from his teammate. But that will just put him in the clutches of another Supercross driver of Sebastiano Rossi. So another battle brews here now between these two drivers. They're very friendly from Yukai Racing though, so might not see a lot of ambitious, overzealous passes here. Looks like the name of the game is teammate battles here. Sort of quasi-teammates though, as it looks like Ryoma Kariata has gotten past Psycho Kaiza here. Actually, after quite a while, I was looking at the replay, he was already past. Maybe Psycho Kaiza made a mistake somewhere. But at the moment, Ryoma Kirihara is sitting pretty in 2nd position. Nowhere near Icer Ambra though, but still a great result for the Silver Class driver, the leading Silver Class driver, as this battle still rages on between these 3 friends here. Sebastiano Rossi, ooh, trying to make something happen in the chicane. Clears just, ooh, makes contact, doesn't clear him, but it's still clean. Everybody's still facing forward, so no harm, no foul, as I said before. So Sebastiano Rossi makes a pretty brave move, is able to make it work. So great driving from the Yukai Racing Team Italia driver, I believe it is. And I'll check out this battle between Maya Neko and Ryuma Tateyama for the last spot on the AM class podium. Ryuma Tateyama trying to make its YGTR even wider. Trying to gain control of Godzilla. But Maya Neko is catching. Ooh, no, actually makes a big mistake out of that corner. Gets into the sand and loses just so much time to Ryuma Tateyama. So Ryuma Tateyama with a bit of time to collect themselves once more. We'll take a look back at Sebastiano Rossi and Eric Gregus. Looks like Sebastiano Rossi is making progress again on Riska Kyoso. So Riska Kyoso might be struggling for pace here in front of Shui Han. So Sebastiano Rossi can keep up with Riska Kyoso. They might be able to catch Shui Han for the 3rd spot in silver. So Shui Han just sitting on the last step of the podium at the moment with under 15 minutes to go. Unfortunately for a lot of drivers, the turn 1 chaos just turned a lot of drivers' days upside down. Hopefully next race, race 2, will be a lot cleaner. Sebastiano Rossi just in the tow, staying in the tow of Riska Kyoso, posts his best lap of the session. Trying to catch up to Shui Han. So Kyoso just losing a bit of time to Sebastiano Rossi. Sebastiano Rossi having some great pace today. Shui Han gets into the grass and makes it that corner, so they're definitely catching. Eric Gregus there, falling behind just a little bit per lap, fortunately for Gregus. Meanwhile, at the head of the AM class at the moment, we were not showing it right now, but Zen, he was still managing that gap to the front making a bit of out of a 2 second and a half lead to iMetric Zanes. They're just getting out. They are definitely closing in on Shui Han. Still, however, your leader of the race so far is Icer Ambra, putting on a great display of pace today. A 140.907, so consistently in the 40-second lap times. As my time and scoring has crashed. So we'll get that back on. At the moment, Sebastian Rossi just keeping on the back of Reska Kyoso as much as he can. Timing and scoring unfortunately not working, so we're going to have to do a lot of this manually. Reska Kyoso right on the back of Shui Han, which is a silver class driver, so I'm not sure if they're gonna let him by. Nice and simple. So they've able to get both around them. So Shui Han right on the back of Sebastian Rossi. Start about a little bit of a messy broadcast now because a lot of stuff is not working at the moment. But let's look here. Lucas Lichten right on the back of Psycho Kaiza. That guy's lost a lot of time to Ryoma Kirihara. I'm not sure what happened here, but at the moment he's being hounded by Lucas Lichten as he's trying to be on the grass. Wow, Psycho Kaiser really being defensive here. Looks like Kaguramashu has gotten past Goofy Pillow for position overall, so nothing in class. So still Lucas Lichten up against Psycho Kaiza. You see Jordan Brunch right behind there in the 2 laps down in the Lexus. Oh, Psycho Kaiza goes off. I mean, Lucas Lichten goes off wide. Excuse me there. So lost a lot of time to Psycho Kaiza. Gonna have to build that out back up again. Hopefully just wants an overall podium just to help his points chances. He is third overall. He is third in pro, but would still like a lot more than that. Fine there, looks like Kaguramashu has not been able to break away from Poofy Pillow. Take a look at the rest of the field. Sebastiano Rossi still right on the back of Reska Kyoso. Sebastiano Rossi not giving up at all. So great result for the Silver Class debutant. Still the leader is Icer Ambra, as they'll take a quick little break here to try and sort connection issues at the moment. But still, you are not missing a thing. Icer Ambra is at the head of the field. Bear with us as we try to get this situation sorted out. Now we are back. Thank you for dealing with that. We do not have our, yes, excuse me. We do have our timing and scoring back now. So still your leader. You have not missed a thing. Actually, you have. DJ Overdrive spun around. What's happened here? Oh no, just got on the curb the wrong way and unfortunately just head on into the tie barrier. So he's just gonna have to wait until race 2 to turn that event around, turn his situation around. We'll take a look at Resca Kyoso. Actually, looks like Sebastiano Rossi has got around Resca Kyoso. So Resca Kyoso actually struggling with a lot of pace at the moment. We'll keep you all updated what's going on with Resca Kyoso, but unfortunately for him, he's just not having a great day so far, as Poofy Pillow still hangs on to the back of Kagura Mashiro, as they catch, I believe that is Lucas Lichten, yes, up in front. Lucas Lichten still struggling to get that time back all the way. Looks like Jordan Brecht has retired from the race, unfortunately. So it's only 5 minutes left. Looks like it's pretty clear who the winner is at this moment. It's going to be Icer Ambra. We'll see if Lucas Lichten can do anything to gain any points back. He's going to have to hope for a mistake from Psycho Kaisa. Meanwhile, we have a battle for the last spot on the AM podium. That is between Maya Neko and Ryoma Tateyama. Tateyama just holding on to that gap as much as they can here. Seem to be doing a pretty good job here, though. Let's check back on Resca Kyoso and Sebastiano Rossi. Resca Kyoso just mired in the back behind all these silvers here. But Sebastiano Rossi is on the other end of the spectrum. And I'm thinking of that meme where you have two people on the bus, one side facing the rocks, the other facing a great vista. That's probably the view you can get from both Sebastiano Rossi and Resca Kyoso. Both mired in the mid-pack, but Sebastiano Rossi having a way better result than Resca Kyoso is. Kyosu getting a bit closer now, however. Ooh, good sideways. That is a huge slide. Now it's just going to further open up the gap for Sebastiano Rossi. Sebastiano Rossi just happy to have that position. Happy to see him struggling there. This Kagura Mashiro now is right on the back of Lucas Lichten, I believe. Yes, they are. So Lucas Lichten has company. And he might even lose this third spot in silver if he's not careful. And Poopy Pillow follows as well. And now at the front, looks like Psycho Kaiza and Ryoma Kirihara have closed the gap just a little bit, just up ahead. So this is going to be for second overall, the second best spot. Like, Psycho Kaiza definitely wanting to finish second overall, but it wouldn't be too bad either if he just stayed here. As this is, I believe, now the final lap of the race. Icer Erva still at the head of the field, in case you were wondering. Posted a 141.295 that last lap, so great pace. Reska Kyoso and Sebastiano Rossi still battling out for 7th overall. Meanwhile, Mayaneko and Ryuma Tateyama still battling for 3rd in AM. So a lot to keep track of. We'll take a look at the head of the field, though, with Psycho Kaiza and Ryuma Kirihara. This is Psycho Kaiza's last chance. He's gonna have to try anything. He's gonna have to stick to the back of Ryuma Kirihara. Be very perfect here. No mistakes here now. Now through Aqua Minerale. No big changes here. Oh no, Ryuma Kirihara has gone off wide. And that's just going to gift the position, potentially, to Psycho Kaiza. Ryuma Kirihara trying to rejoin the track as much as possible, as safely as he can. But it's just going to give the position to Psycho Kaiza. Psycho Kaiza now just holding on to that second spot. But Ryuma Kirihara still has a chance here. He is right on the back of his teammate. Ice Rampa finishes the race in first, but we'll stick to this battle for second overall. Ryuma Kirihara, does he have a chance here? Psycho Kaiza maybe going off just a touch wide, but nowhere to go for the number 128 car. Maybe gets the toe off here. No chance. Looks like it's going to be, maybe, it's going to be a photo finish for these two. Maybe just coordinated as Psycho Kaiza comes home second. Lucas Lichten third in pro, and it's Kagura Mashiro. Poopy Pillow in second in silver. Great result. Looks like Sebastiano Rossi is going to end up on the podium for silver. Reska Kyoso looking for better days here, as we still have this battle for third and AM between Ryuma Tateyama and Mayaneko. Mayaneko probably the closest they've ever been. Flashing lights just doing anything they can to distract Ryuma Tateyama through the chicane. Both cars cleanly through the chicane. So no luck there. It's going to be a final chance for Mayaneko to make any move on the Nissan GTR driver. Looks like Ryuma Tateyama might be able to hang on here. And it's smooth sailing for Ryuma Tateyama, as they potentially, yes they will, get the final spot on the podium for AM. So a great result for Ryuma Tateyama in the GTR. Mayaneko unfortunately will have to come home in 4th in AM. DJ Overdrive. Oh, Ryuma Tateyama does a bit of a celebration there. DJ Overdrive unfortunately retired from the race, as well as Jordan Brunch after their calamities. But your race 1 winner will be Icer Ambra. We'll see if they are able to replicate that in the second race. Hopefully without much drama as before. So we will be right back for the start of the second race. Don't go anywhere, because we still have a lot more racing to go. 25 minutes of just VTuber action. So welcome back, everybody, to the Italian V-Prix. This is race 2 of the weekend, now at 7 o'clock in-game time. Just to remind you of the starting grid from qualifying not too long ago, it is Icer Ambra, Ryoma Kirihara, Sako Kaisa, Takeda Mashiro, and Lucas Lichten for the top 5. The Rescout Kyoso hopefully wanting a bit more luck this time around, as does Lucas Lichten. Takeda Mashiro hopefully wanting a cleaner start this time around. Let's take a look back at the standings for today's race. As you see here, Technoburst Racing probably will add a lot more points to their tally after this. Icer Ambra probably having a lot more of a gap after today's race with another dominant drive. However, we've yet to see how they will do in race 2. Silver will be just a bit more of the same, with Ryoma Kirihara improving on their dominant performance. And in M, it's a fight between Zen VTuber and DJ Overdrive. So DJ Overdrive is going to have a lot to worry about if he's not able to get a clean start this time around. But back to the races, they get set for the formation lap here. There is no rain in qualifying. It looks like at the moment Jordan Wrench will be starting from pit lane. Probably some highlights to keep an eye out for. Take a look at the number 1 car of Lucas Lichten, all the way back in 5th overall. He's going to want to improve on that position, especially after getting caught up in the turn 1 chaos at Imola. I mean, at Imola last race. Of course, we're still at Imola. But he doesn't want to make an uphill battle for himself coming into Suzuka for the finale. DJ Overdrive, will he be able to improve on his race 1 result here? He's definitely gonna need to, especially with how Zen.Q has been really dominant so far in the AM class, just been in a league of their own. So DJ Overdrive is gonna have to really drive out his skin here. We'll keep you posted on these stories as race 2 proceeds to go along here. Meanwhile, Jordan Bunch still in the pits, but in that wonderful Lexus. So here we go. The start of race 2 is almost here. As we now go double file, going through the last 2 real turns of the circuit. Not sure if they can count as a turn, but nevertheless, about to go green here. Hopefully everybody learned from race 1, is able to keep it a lot cleaner here at the start of the race. You had a lot of drama already in the first sector last time around. Ryoma Kihara trying to jump the start, trying to maybe spook Icer Amber a little bit here. Icer Amber not too easily phased though. But they are going to have to improve their position here on the start here if they want a good start. Gets a little bit ahead of Ryoma Kihara, so seems all fine for now. Dragging the brakes, holding to 70 kilometers an hour, almost a crawl. Until they barrel to turn 1. Waiting for the lights to turn green. A very long trundle to the start-finish here. Takada Mashiro a little bit out of line. Green flag is out. Ice Rammer gets a good start. Ryoma Kirihara just seemingly needs to just slot in behind. Already going to almost 2-3 wide there. Maya Neko in the grass. Lucas Lichten, look at that. Having to make some moves there. But Sebastiano Rossi already making up a few positions. Gets to the back of Takada Mashiro, actually. Takada Mashiro goes off wide. So that'll... Oh, DJ Overdrive. DJ Overdrive's off again. That is not what he needs to defend his AM class lead. So already a big development here. I'm not sure if its point position is still too comfortable or not, but we're gonna have to check at the end of the race. Zen actually... Oh my goodness, who is that off? That is Poofy Pillow after such a great race 1. Goes off at the hairpin and just will have to make up the time again. Jordan Brunch gets a drive-through for some reason, not sure why, but Icer Amber once again to the head of the field. Then Ryoma Kirihara, then Saiko Kaiza, Sebastian Rossi in 4th, a great result. Second in silver and 4th overall. However, he's going to have to hold off a hard-charging Lucas Lichten, who's determined to improve on his result in race 1. DJ Overdrive is around again. Unfortunately for DJ Overdrive, that might be his day done here. Just an unfortunate result for DJ Overdrive. Just hate to really see that happen. It looks like he will retire from the race. Take a look here. Scott Kyoso and Lucas Lichten battling for 5th overall. Looks like Lucas Lichten has lost a little bit of time to Sebastiano Rossi. At the midfield, it's once again Icer Ambra, then Ryoma Kirihara, then Saiko Kaiza, Sebastiano Rossi, you said before, Lucas Lichten, Riska Kyoso, Eric Gregus, and Takada Mashiro lost a lot of spots on that start. Zen-Q leads the AM class. Imetric Zane in 2nd in AM. Shui Han in 10th right there. Then it's Maya Neko ahead of Ryoma Tateyama this time round. Sebastiano Rossi right on the back of Saiko Kaiza, doing a great job here in his home country. Icer Amber just pulling away from Ryoma Kirihara. But nobody's able to pull away from anybody here. Kagura Mashiro side by side with Eric Gregus. Able to get around pretty cleanly and pretty smoothly. So Kagura Mashiro already looking to recover from that turn 1 calamity at Tamarillo. Taking a look at Reska Kyosa here now. Doing a little bit better than race 1 so far. Didn't get mired in any controversy. Through chicanes, cars just bouncing the suspension, just trying to withstand And now Risco Kyoso is right on the back of Lucas. So they have a car around. It's Maya Neko, unfortunately. Might have gone to the chicane in the wrong spot here. Trying to get past... Actually, looks like Ryoma Kirihara, Ryoma Tateyama actually got around them in an effort to try and gain that position back. Oh, actually reverses the tire barrier. So that's just adding insult to injury there. Meanwhile, car 42 and car 41 still battling here. Looks like I heard one of the cars go off. That might have been Kagura Mashiro. Yellow flag again. Looks like Shui Han has gone off somewhere on the track. So Shui Han, unfortunately, not able to replicate their result in race 1. Psycho Kaisa now pulling away from this conga line of cars. And now Sebastian Rossi has gotten back into the clutches of Lucas Lickton as Lucas Lickton finds a little bit of pace to consume. Out of Aqua Minerale into the chicane. Looks like Icer Ambrose maybe not pulling away as fast as race 1, but still has a good gap to Ryoma Kirihara. Sebastian Rossi might have gone a bit too wide, didn't take that chicane all too optimally. But still leads Lucas Lickton and Lucas Lickton, excuse me, third in pro. So I bet he wants to battle with Psycho Kaisa to make better of his points deficit now. So, still on the line here. As looks like the gap is yo-yoing a bit for Sebastian Rossi. Sometimes gets caught up to Psycho Kaisa, sometimes loses pace to... Oh, Psycho Kaisa makes a big mistake there. And that'll allow Sebastian Rossi to get alongside and past coming into the hairpin. Is able to clear him, but Psycho Kaisa, actually no, clears him completely. So Sebastian Rossi will happily take that position away from Psycho Kaisa and will look to try and gain time on Ryoma Kirihara for the silver class lead. Will Psycho Kaisa be able to do anything about it? Meanwhile, Lucas Lickton rubbing his hands together, seeing the second place pro driver in his sights away from Sebastian Rossi. They're able to get better braking in it than him into Aqua Minerale. But Risco Kyoso follows not too far behind. Not too far behind at all. I've got a Mashiro lurking there in the picture. Risco Kyoso just right on the back, just glued nearly to the rear end of that 720S now. Not going to make any move here. Stick, however. So it is now Sebastian Rossi leading this train of cars, trying to catch back up to, I believe it is, yes, Kirihara, as Kagura Mashiro is in the pits for some reason. Not sure why, we'll keep updated on that, but Kagura Mashiro down pit lane might have suffered some damage, some really bad damage, if it's enough for them to pit. And Risco Kyoso has just lost a lot of ground. And this group of cars just spread out just a little bit further. Psycho Kaisa still trying to gain any time he can on Sebastiano Rossi, but Sebastiano Rossi having a great day here in Imola. Home field advantage for the Italian driver. And Kirihara just able to just fly away like the dragon he is, however. Looks like there are no winners yet in this battle. Still rages on. Psycho Kaiser trying to make a bit of a buffer to him and Lucas Lichten. But at least he has a tow from that Lamborghini. That very angular Lamborghini, I should say. It looks like Sebastian Rossi can't make any ground up on Ryoma Kirihara. The guys that might be able to make a psychopath move here into Tamburello. No luck though. Too far. It's been a little bit back and forth between this whole group. But Lucas Lichten probably the one that's needing the most luck out of everybody. It looks like Eric Gregus spun off at the exit of the hairpin. The Zen Q, the leader of AM, getting past. Might be, no, not too close at all. But Lucas Lichten struggling with the pace in that McLaren. It's been a really topsy-turvy season so far. Lucas Lichten not at the head of the field like he usually is. Now that spot that's been vacated is occupied by Iser Ambra, who is making great headway into the field. First, already 4 seconds ahead of Ryoma Kirihara, getting past the lap car of George Brunch and Alexis. Then it's Ryoma Kirihara, the leader in silver, doing a great job once again, punching above his weight. Then Sebastiano Rossi, second in silver, doing great as well. However, he still has Psycho Kaiser to worry about. Then it's Lucas Lichten, Reska Kyoso, Zen Q, leading the field in AM. And it's iMagic Zanes following just a bit behind, getting around Poofy Pillow it is here, or is it Poofy Pillow getting around iMagic Zanes? Either way, they are battling for position here. Ryuma Tateyama once again on the last step of the podium. Maya Neko, however, has not really much of a chance to get back to there, unless Ryuma Tateyama makes a massive mistake. Probably suffering with a bit of rear end damage. Kagura Mashiro, not sure why they have pitted still, but they are a lap down in 14th. Then it's Jordan Brunch in 15th, in the number 15 car, a lap down as well after having to take a drive-through early on in the race. You see Ryoma Kirihara getting past. Lets him by at the chicane. It's probably a good idea. Meanwhile, Psycho Kaiser still pulling his hair out, trying to get past Sebastiano Rossi, but Sebastiano Rossi is able to be defensive and be fast as well. Using his pace to his advantage, using his pace as his best defense. So when it turns to this track, you really need to be brave to make a move here. It is possible, however, if you get close enough. Psycho Kaiser, though, is not close enough. He needs to close that gap just a bit more in order to make a diving move here. And that means having a lot of momentum as well, not compromising your exits at all. Having to figure out the best way around. We'll go on board with Psycho Kaiser, actually. Now make it run down to Aqua Minerale. Check out just how intense it is. How much you have to be on the limit here. Ooh, Psycho Kaiser may have jumped over the curbs just a bit too much. Psycho Kaiser just really trying his best to try and gain as much as time as possible to Sebastiano Rossi. Let's take a look at the rest of the grid, see if there's anything going on back there. At the moment is Shui Han up against iMetric Zanes, not for class, but is for overall position. The two McLarens duking it out. Shui Han might have the advantage here coming out of this final corner here. iMetric Zanes trying to go defensive, trying to break the toe. Shui Han might have the run into Tamburello, however. Looks like he has the speed advantage. Or they have the speed advantage, excuse me, as iMetric Zanes gets into the grass. And Shui Han is able to make quick work of the Yandere Racing team driver. Meanwhile, Psycho Kaiser has gone wide. I don't know if he was forced off wide by Jordan Brunch, but when we just got back, he was just off the track. We'll take a look here. Might have been some awkward traffic moments going on here. Ooh, I think he just forced himself wide. Got into the outside grass. Wasn't able to grip the car properly into the corner. Now it's just put him in the clutches of Lucas Lichten. Jordan Brunch is going to let him by easily. As well as probably Reska Kyoso as well. Trying to get to the left of the track as much as possible in order to facilitate it. Both drivers just in the sand a little bit, but Reska Kyoso put his tires in the sand just a little bit more. So he's going to lose that bit of momentum to Lucas Lichten, as Jordan Brunch will take the opportunity to get some toe off of Reska Kyoso. Oh, Reska Kyoso goes off a little bit wide to the grass. Thankfully, it's not any worse than that. Jordan Brunch backs off just a bit now. And that gap has now widened a bit more, so Psycho Kaiser now has a bit more comfortable gap to Lucas Lichten after trying to get past the lap traffic car of Jordan Brunch. And this is the closest battle we have for you at the moment. At the moment, everybody is just pretty spread out. It is still this train, however. Psycho Kaiser goes off wide once again. I'm not sure if it's going to count as a track limits penalty. But Sebastian Rossi being very consistent, doing a fantastic job, holding down third overall. So that's going to be an overall podium if he's able to keep on doing the same pace he's been doing. So just under 8 minutes to go. There's not really a lot of time in these races to make a move, let alone with only under 8 minutes to go. Track temps are slowly dropping down to the 17s to 17 degrees Celsius, the lowest they've been this whole weekend. So faster times might be coming up on the board now. We'll see which cars it benefits the most. At the moment, though, it looks like it's benefiting Sebastiano Rossi the most, as he's able to pull away. Reska Kyoso still not able to find any pace to get around these two pro drivers. The Psycho guys are just doing the best to stay in second in pro. Probably wanted a bit more than fourth overall, but still good for points. And still good for points for Technoburst Racing as well. You have to wonder if Icer Amber just has a great handle on that McLaren, or if Lucas Lichten is... Oh my goodness, Psycho guys has bought off of that corner again. That's about the third time that he's done that. So as he loses more and more time to Sebastiano Rossi, Lucas Lichten is able to catch up and maybe snag second here. It might keep his championship hopes alive. We'll see what comes of it after this final corner into the straight. Looks like Lucas Lixon might have gotten a little sideways there. Might have killed a bit of momentum that he's had. And that allowed Psycho Kaiser to just carry on a 43.467, so nowhere near his fastest lap, though that is because he has gone off wide. And meanwhile, at the front, we have Sebastiano Rossi getting close to Ryoma Kirihara, so that is something also to keep an eye on. So Sebastiano Rossi not only fighting for the overall podium, but for the silver class win. This will be a great day if he's able to come away with a win. Now just trying to, on the prowl, trying to stick as close to Ryoma Kirihara as much as possible. Ryoma Kirihara, not sure what's going on, but he might have maybe overheated tires or maybe fuel saving, not sure, but he's losing pace. Hand over fist. As Sebastiano Rossi is able to capitalize on it and just stick close behind and wait for an opportunity to make his move. Going through the chicane now, let's see who does it the best. Looks like they're all equal. Maybe Kirihara gets a better exit. Actually, no, it might be Sebastiano Rossi who gets a better exit here. Excuse me. As Lucas Lipton has made a mistake in the chicane, I presume, because he has dropped back behind Riska Kyoso. So that drops him out of the podium in Pro. So now Sebastiano Rossi right in the slipstream of Ryoma Kirihara as Psycho Kaiser is able to find just that little bit of pace. Mayoneko has gone into the pits, not sure what's happened, but they are 15th now. Jordan Bunch and Kagura Mashiro have gained a position, but it's not really going to do much for their chances. Meanwhile, this battle is heating up. They are so close, the closest they've ever been to each other. And Kirihara might have something to worry about, as they nearly made contact there. They might have just made contact, actually. Psycho Kaiser able to find another gear in that car. And it's closing in quickly as these two battle it out. Sebastiano Rossi going off wide. Might be a track cut warning. Just gonna have to be careful not to do that again. Psycho Kaiser really struggling at the exit of Aqua Minerale. You're gonna have to be careful not to incur a drive-through penalty here, because that would be a disaster at this point of the race. Looks like Ryoma Kirihara really slowed down here, so that's gonna allow Psycho Kaiser to catch right up. So now it's a technical sandwich with Sebastiano Rossi in the middle. I'd say it's a bit of salami. As Sebastiano Rossi looks to the inside and make a move, nothing there yet. He's very close, however. He's in the slipstream. Something might happen to Tamburello. Kirihara weaving to try and break the toe. Might be enough for Sebastiano Rossi to not get alongside here. And he doesn't, so Kirihara gets to keep that silver class lead. Oh my goodness! Nearly going side by side on the inside of Tamburello. That's going to force Kirihara wide. Kirihara trying to defend, but Sebastiano Rossi is already there. Side by side now. Sebastiano Rossi had to back out not to make contact. That's going to compromise Kirihara's line, and Psycho Kaiser is right behind. Hopefully able to avoid any contact and just slip on by for the second place overall. Sebastiano Rossi looks to make a move. Psycho Kaiser, the psychopath, looking for any little bit of space he can. Sebastiano Rossi might have compromised his entry there. But Ryoma Kirihara, they all go wide. They all go wide. Even Riska Kyoso goes wide there. Into Aqua Minerale. Hopefully, Psycho Kaiser doesn't make a mistake here. Psycho Kaiser, he's able to keep it clean. So now it's a train of 4 cars with only just a couple of laps to go. Sebastiano Rossi with a... Oh my gosh! That was a move. I'm not sure if that was legal, but that was definitely a move. We go 4 wide, 3 wide, for second overall. What is going on here? Saiko Kaiza to the back of Ryoma Kirihara, and now Reska Kyoso side by side with Saiko Kaiza, and he gets, oh my gosh, he bumps Kirihara out of the way. So that will put Reska Kyoso to second overall. Sebastian Rossi getting loose. Oh my goodness, it is all happening. Reska Kyoso now to second place overall. However, we're going to see if the swords like that or not. Meanwhile, Sebastian Rossi, Lucas Lichten, and Saiko Kaiza are now all close together. They're nearly what they thought about going through right into Tamburello, but they thought better of it. Sebastian Rossi drops all the way from dropping. Oh my goodness. Lucas Lichten gets on the curb, gets on the anti-cut sausages, bounces off, forces Saiko Kaiza wide. It is all going on here. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Ryoma Kirihara trying to gain that spot back from Reska Kyoso. Probably not very happy with the Mirai United VTuber Racing Team driver. Is this the final lap? So any chance you might get, you need to do. As it looks like Reska Kyoso will hand that position back kindly. Probably a good idea, since he did bump him off at the penultimate corner there, I believe. Sebastian Rossi, unfortunately, might not be able to challenge for the silver class lead anymore. Ooh, Reska Kyoso goes a little loose at the exit of that turn. Aqua Minerale will just let Sebastian Rossi have the third place overall. Let's see if Ryoma Kirihara can keep it together here to hold on to that silver class lead. Icer Amber crosses the line first, but we're still focused on this hectic battle. But it seems pretty sure that Ryoma Kirihara will keep don't say... I shouldn't say anything yet. Sebastian Rossi is getting a bit closer. It might not be enough, though. And Ryoma Kirihara takes the silver class win with an exciting last few minutes. Sebastian Rossi will have to settle for second in silver, but third overall, podium overall. Reska Kyoso, the second place pro class driver. Lucas Lichten in the podium for pro class. I'm not sure how that's gonna do for his points position, though. Saiko Kaiza just outside of the top 3 in pro. Eric Gregus will finish on the podium. Zen Q with the win in AM once again. Then it's going to be Poofy Pillow crossing the line. Shui Han about to cross the line as well. And Metric Zanes will actually be second on the podium here for the AM class, waiting for him to cross the line now. And Ryuma Tateyama will be able to score another podium here today in this AM class. How about that, though? What a race it was. It was just an absolute bar fight. Looks like Kaguramashu has forgot fuel and tires, but congratulations to our winner, Icer Ambra. What a great result from them. And that's going to do it for this round of the Vtracc Challenge. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for our broadcast. Before we go, let's take a look at the final lap battle. I mean, the final 2 laps of race 2, because that was an absolute bar fight. Take a look here at the last lap here. Between all these drivers doing such a great job. Sebastiano Rossi with almost nearly got into Ryoma Kiriata and had to overshoot the chicane. And then nearly, for a moment, 4 wide, 3 wide there. Ryoma Kiriata closing the left-hand side to his teammate Saiko Kaiza. And Reska Kyosu got on the back of Ryoma Kiriata, but let him have the position after it. But what a battle that was. So thank you everybody for joining us on today's broadcast. Next weekend for ACC we have the final round of the Tracc GT Cup. And of course, on the weekends we have the Touring Masters on Assetto Corsa. As well on the Sunday after Tracc GT we have the final round of the GTC Championship. With all that said, thank you for watching today's podcast, and we'll see you on the racetrack. Goodbye for now.